What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with Raid Shadow Legends, and we are once again going to do a Clan Quest series video. Today we are doing Lizardmen versus FIREKNIGHT. This one may be a little bit difficult. I'm looking through my champions that I have, and I'm not real sure we're going to have much to work with here, but I think we can put together a team for FIREKNIGHT 20 to do this. Again, with these Clan Quests, you have to do Dungeon 20 or higher, and you've got to do it 10 times. So it shouldn't be too bad here. Got to figure out who we're going to bring in. I think we're going to wind up using Rosin here, of course, because he's got the 3-hitter on the A1. He's got some turn meter decrease, which is good for the FIREKNIGHT. We do have Skull-Lord Vargal as well. I think we can bring in. He's got this 2-hitter to help with the shield. He also does have the heal reduction, which can help out on the FIREKNIGHT. And pretty good kit overall for the waves to use. And I just like this guy. He's one of my favorite champions. I just think he looks badass, so we're gonna bring him in. We've got him in gear currently that we used to solo the Scarab King on hard at Doom Tower, so that's kind of where his build is right now. Probably bring in Aox because he is the Swiss Army Knife champion of Raid Shadow Legends. He can do so much. He's got attack down, he's got a little bit of turn meter, got some healing, got some poison. Really solid champ overall. Definitely gonna bring him in here. And then I think we'll try out Skathix. He's just a fun champion all around. He's got one of the best attack animations in the entire game. Where he slaps the enemies with a giant fishtail. He's in kind of an old gear build, and I don't know if I even did his mastery. I didn't finish them ever, so we'll have to go back and do that at some point. He's in a very old build I used to beat Faction Wars. You can see his gear's not even rolled up all the way. Let's see, we got you know what, we'll just go ahead and knock out a daily quest, I think, with that. Anyways, so go ahead and put that on there. You get some more points in the artifact enhancement. So we'll go ahead and bring that up there. Venom Mage, don't really know if I'd use her here in FIREKNIGHT. I'm sure she can handle it. She's a very amazing champion. And then we got Jareg, Quargon, and Metal Shaper. I don't really think these guys are going to come in handy that much. Most of our other lizards aren't built up. And of course we do have Krisk, so we'll probably bring him in for the speed down and just his overall protection to help us get through the waves. So let's go ahead and jump into FIREKNIGHT 20 here and see what we can do. We did the dragon last time. We do actually have the FIREKNIGHT tournament going on right now, so we could definitely double up here and do a couple runs with the super raids on. Although it's not going to help us in clan versus clan, but we don't really care because my clan right now we're not really paying much attention to clan versus clan. So let's get rid of our preset team here and let us find our lizards. Alright, here we go. So let's see. I think Aox says accuracy is only for Doom Tower. We got Force Affinity here as well, so we do kind of have to keep that in mind. Skathix will do resist. I don't know if that's really going to help us out here or not, but I think we'll go ahead and use this team, and I guess we're going to bring in Krisk. So we're going to go heavy on the legendary side, a couple epics here. And let's see if these guys can get through it. So we got a nice provoke out there from Skull-Lord Vargal. Rosin's going to be able to control the turn meter here pretty well. It's just probably going to take them a while to get through these waves. We don't have a ton of damage with this team. Most of the damage is going to come from Rosin. He is in a relentless set, so hopefully he can get a bunch of extra turns. Help us get through this. Krisk is built more for defense and arena defense and Hydra, so he's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. We'll get a little bit of poison from Aox. But pretty much everybody else here is just going to help us stay alive. So it's going to be interesting when we get to the FIREKNIGHT how we do taking him down. We do have a lot of debuffs. There's that attack I was telling you guys about with the fishtail. I'd like to try to build him as a nuker just to see if you could nuke with that in arena, because that would just be so much fun. Just slap people with a giant fishtail. Pretty fun attack there, but this looks like it's going to be a pretty long run either way. We're already at a minute on the first wave, but again, we only have to do these 10 times, so it's not too bad. You can put it on auto once you know your team works and then just go do something else. But I like to do these quests just because it's kind of fun to use some champions that we don't normally use. Like I said, with Skathix, we haven't really touched him since we beat Faction Wars a very long time ago. So now we got a chance to let him come out and play a little bit, and of course entertain us with the giant fish. I just love that attack so much. But it doesn't look like we're in too much trouble here in any of the waves. We got so many debuffs out. We got the provoke out, which is really going to help us. So not really much they can do against us here. The big issue is going to be when we get to the Fire Knight. Is does everybody chain together their A1s just to get the shield down, or are we going to have people firing off abilities into the shield, which is what you always run into when you try to do the auto sometimes without doing like a pre-made setup here. There's that fishtail. It's so cool. I think that's the best animation in the game, honestly. I remember when he first came out and was testing him out in 12.3, and that attack came out. I was like, that is the coolest attack. Alright, so looking about 2.5 minutes to get through the first 2 waves, which is a little slow, but again, we just have to get it done. So, alright, we got a couple hits here. That was kind of my concern here is we're not really doing enough hits to the shield. It's going to be tough to get through this. Okay, there we go. We got Skull-Lord finally going crazy there. That was pretty nuts, but he's going to get the shield back, unfortunately. Really, when we got here, we should have locked out everybody's stuff except for their A1. Because Rosin's the only... There, we got the shield down, so we did get an extra turn from Rosin there. That's good. Decreased defense, decreased speed. Perfect. We got decreased turn meter from Aox. Rosin will get in there for a 3-hitter. Skull-Lord get in there. Boost his own turn meter. Got the heal reduction. Okay, good. Going good so far. Now, he did get the shield back. Thankfully, he's not going to be healing up because of that debuff. And this is just going to be a war of attrition, I think, in terms of how we can keep that shield down. But there we go. Skull-Lord doing some work there with that A1. Got the turn meter down. We need to get some poisons up on him. Aox is not doing too much there, but keep that decreased defense and weaken on him. That's pretty good. Still no poisons yet from Aox. Okay, we got another decreased defense. Okay, the heal reduction is there, so if he does get the shield back here, we shouldn't have to worry too much about. Okay, you can see there, did not heal at all. It's great. So that's another thing. If you're struggling on Fire Knight just regular and you're having trouble getting the shield down, as long as you can bring that heal reduction debuff into this dungeon and get it up on him, you don't really have to worry about him healing back up. So that can kind of help you out, you know, if you're in an earlier game, mid-game. Good way to keep the Fire Knight from healing up there. So we really don't have any turn meter control on this team besides Rosin and Aox, and they're not going to have it up all the time, obviously. That's kind of why we have Rosin in that Relentless set, so he can get some extra turns and get his abilities back a little bit quicker. So there we go. We got extra turn procced again. That's good. So this would be about a 5-6 minute team. So it's going to take a little while, but we'll just set the auto battles and then go do something else. Go do something around the house. But I figured this team wouldn't have any issue surviving. It was just going to be whether or not we could keep the shield down with any kind of consistency. And there you go. He did get it back. But again, he's not able to heal, so we're really not too worried about it. Get it back down here. We should be able to finish him off now, I would think. We've got enough out here to take him out. Even if he does get another turn here, the poison would take him down. So there we go. 5.5 minutes. Obviously nowhere near our best time of 37 seconds. But again, we kind of do these for fun just because it lets us use some different champions that we don't get to showcase that often. So this was pretty cool. And like I said, with Skathix, we kind of got to go in and finish his masteries and eventually give him some better gear at this point. Because he's a really cool champion and one that I like to use quite a bit. But got some nice use out of him there. Let's get rid of this gear. This is nothing that we're going to keep. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Again, we just wanted to jump in with Fire Knight with Lizardmen and see if we could build a team to take this guy down without really having to do too much, without having to re-gear anybody. Kind of just do these for fun, so we don't want to have to put too much work into it. A little bit of a longer time, but we won't worry about that too much. We'll just put the auto battles on and then go grab some coffee or go do something else. So there you go. As always, if you guys have any questions about anything in the video, feel free to leave it down below. I'll do my best to get you an answer as soon as I can. As always, hope you guys are having a great day, Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.